Hello, this is Unhelkar, your tutor. This is the second week, second lecture of your study. In this particular lecture, we are trying to understand what business analysis is. There are a few definitions of business analysis. They vary slightly depending on which framework or which particular standard you are following. So we'll try and explore those definitions. What does a business analyst really do? And what's the core value that a business analyst adds to the work that is happening in the organization? That's something that we are going to explore as well. And then I will tell you a little bit about your first assignment. It does start today. So if you look at the outline and the seminar for this second lecture, I have described business analysis as a key mechanism for understanding and defining problems. And problems need not be all problems. They could be challenges that the business leadership is anticipating, so they are preparing beforehand. They could be changes that are enforced due to legislative and compliance requirements, and of course the standard problems or challenges of business: how to increase customer base, how to reduce losses that the business could be facing, how to expand, how to undertake mergers and acquisitions. Numerous different challenges that a business faces every day. And a business analyst, right from the board level, is involved in understanding, modeling, documenting, weighing the pros and cons, and coming up with multiple options for a particular problem. So it is a critical thinking skill set. It is a problem understanding and problem defining skill set. It is a problem solving skill set. And a business analyst has to deal with ambiguity, uncertainty, lack of clarity, complexity, and what I call an overall amorphous nature of business. So that's what we are trying to do as business analysts. Understand this dynamically changing, complex, amorphous, ambiguous reality, model it, and try and come up with potential solutions. Now, in this very early lecture, I don't want to present the details of various standards and frameworks for business analysis that are coming up. But as you know, our course is based on the Skills Framework for Information Age, SFIA. So that is certainly a standard that you should keep in mind. There are also a couple of more very popular standards. International Institute of Business Analysis, IIBA, has got a BA book or Business Analysis Book of Knowledge that you can explore. And then there is the Australian Institute of Business Analysis, AIBA, That is another framework that you can explore, and there are a few others like this. We will do a little bit of comparison between these frameworks and a bit more study of the relevance of these frameworks in work later, much later in this subject. But in this earlier lecture, you may just want to be aware of these frameworks because they in a way guide the work that you will do or are doing perhaps as business analyst. Now there was a executive update that I had written um, for Qatar Consortium, and it is a update that in a few short pages provided details of what I would consider as business analysis. In that article, I had described business analysis as a discipline of identifying business needs, prioritizing them, and providing opinions about the potential solutions to fulfill those business needs. So in there I have shown a business analyst as someone who works in the business space and requirements space. Before the growth and the popularity of business analysis and its increasing importance in business as is happening now, business analysis was primarily restricted to requirements modeling. That is not the case now. So a business analyst would work in the business space where he or she is identifying the high level business needs, then in the requirement space where the functional and non-functional requirements are documented, then in the solution space where the business analyst is moving towards business solutions analyst and perhaps dealing with someone like a systems analyst. And then in the architectural background space also there could be a fair amount of analytical work that a business analyst carries out hand in hand with an enterprise analyst or an enterprise architect. So what are the core activities of a business analyst? Well, the analytical work can be divided into four major groups, if you like. So a business analyst deals with identification of the needs of the business. So needs is one. Secondly, when the business analyst has to provide options in terms of solution, that work will require understanding the capabilities of the organization, of the technologies, of the people, and of the processes. So a business analyst has to study the existing products and existing services and systems of the organization. The third group of work that a business analyst would do is functional modeling, and this is where requirements models with use cases or user stories, strategies for verification and validation of those requirements, and all of that um, functional and non-functional requirements modeling work comes into play. And fourthly, operational um, work. So a business analyst could be involved in developing policies and procedures and then implementing them and optimizing them. So these are the BA, business analysis core areas of work. You will find that the skills framework for information age um, somehow maps to these requirements in the BA space. So the CPeP based framework will provide descriptions of skills and capabilities that a business analyst will need, like autonomy and influence and complexity and business skills in the generic sense. And then there are many specific requirements, specific skills and capabilities, like business process improvement, benefits management, business modeling, data analysis, requirements definition and management, usability requirements analysis, problem management, quality assurance, and testing. So these are the SFIA specific BA skills that you need to develop as you go through this course, along with the 4 generic ones that I mentioned earlier. And at the end of this study, you will find yourself operating at level 5 on the CPR scale, which is going from 1 to 7. And you will find that you are able to make contribution through the appropriate level of autonomy and being able to understand the right level of complexities within your organization. So that's the rough description, if you like, of what you're going to study in this particular lecture and the seminar. Now, a brief word about your assignment 1, which starts this week. What I really want you to do is think this particular assignment 1 conceptually. So you're not really starting a detailed work in this assignment, but read the statement, the one that describes assignment 1, then create a topic, a heading that best reflects how you would like to approach assignment 1, and write about 5 sentences which will become your abstract for the assignment, and send it to me. So for assignment 1, you are sending me a topic and you are sending me a 5-line abstract of how you would like to develop the topic. So you will have to go and read the requirements for assignment 1. You will have to relate those requirements to your specific work area, so your organization, or where you were once working, or a organization that you would like to keep in mind as you go through the course. Once you send me the topic, we will have a quick interaction. I will okay the topic, or I will suggest a small modification to the topic. I am here to help and support you and let you carry on your assignment that will add value to your work. So I won't change it too much unless it is completely off track, which I hope it is not. And then once you have gotten okay from me through the topic heading and abstract that you send me, then you can start working on the outline of your assignment 1. So I hope that experience is an enjoyable one for you. Certainly presenting this subject is very enjoyable for me, and I'm quite passionate about it. So keep increasing your motivation and your interest, and I'll see you in the seminar. Thank you.